So welcome to our first Moxie Monday of April. I cannot believe that it's already April 2016, but I also want to elaborate that it's only April in 2016. And so yes, we've gone through January, February, and March, and that was the first quarter of the year. And the way that my brain works, I guess it's because I come from a corporate background, is that we always measured like success or profits or like goals hit or missed based on quarters. And we always did like quarterly evaluations. So I went through and I evaluated how I did and how I feel like I was as a leader or a business builder in the first quarter, and I see a lot of areas that I get to grow in, and that's okay. And so I don't know if you guys have done that. If you have been around for more than a couple of days, maybe you can evaluate yourself too and say, hey, am I actually doing the things I'm supposed to do? What's distracting me from not doing those things? Is there something that I can tweak, improve, and what am I really good at? That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Okay, so stretch it out, do whatever you need to do, because we're going to get started. I am so excited to tell you that we are going to have record-breaking numbers in April. Did you think I was going to say like we have had or like something that's already happened? I am telling you in advance that we are going to have record-breaking numbers in April. And here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. I actually am stepping outside of the box, and I'm trying to think about how to bring the real world into this Beachbody bubble, because a lot of times we get so sucked in, we're on our phones and we're doing this Beachbody life. We show up on calls like this, but we forget that there's like a whole other bazillion million people out in the world, and they probably need our help just as much as our team does. And so what I've committed to do with my personally sponsored coaches is I said, as my PS team, if we earn a total of 100 Success Club points, I'm going to donate to a charity in our name. And so that's not something that you obviously have to do, but that's, to me, something that's going to make it even more real, because every Success Club point is attached to a human being that matters and is attached to a connection that you made. And that is very important, because having human contact and having somebody say, I believe in you, I support you, and hey, I think that you are good enough to make a positive change in your life, that can really have a huge butterfly effect on their life forever. So as if that wasn't significant enough, we are going to be donating to a cause because of the people that we helped. So I know because of that, April's going to be record breaking. So I want you to think, hey, what are my goals for April? And if you've not yet made a game plan for the month, we can talk about that tonight. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. All right, I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm just going to go ahead and tell you. What I'm sharing with you tonight is not like magic. It's going to be things that you might need reminders of, but that's the beauty of this business, that I have attempted in many wrong ways to try to reinvent the wheel, or when I don't feel like doing something, I'm like, well, I'm just going to avoid that and only do the things I really enjoy right now. But the beauty and magic of this business works when you have all components running at the same time, kind of like an engine where like I wish I had that as a visual. That would be amazing, but I don't, because I'm not an engineer. And my son probably has Legos, or those little like gears. So I'm a mom of two. I have a 3.5-year-old and a 1-year-old who's crazy. They're crazy, but I love them. It's fantastic. You guys know that because they're in every single video that I've ever made. But, like a gear shift, like if you turn one gear, all the other things, like a butterfly effect, the ripple effect, it's the wind blown. It's like one thing that you do can change the course of your life, the course of your business, the course of your week, your month, your day, whatever. So I think that in order for us to really enjoy this, enjoy the ride, enjoy our life, we need to get organized. So you're going to see a theme in April from me. In April, every month in April, we are going to be talking about living life. We're going to be talking about living life, being a Beachbody coach, and loving what we do, enjoying the ride and all different aspects of it. So in the month of April, all of our team calls are going to be around that theme. I will go ahead and give you a spoiler alert that I am not going to be the speaker every single week, and you're probably thinking, thank you. I'm just kidding. But really, I think it's really important for you to hear a voice outside of mine. I love being your fearless leader, but I need to learn from other people, and I need different perspectives, and we need more voices here to tell us and to remind us how to love this and how to fall in love with the life that we're creating and be willing to fight for it. So I want us to get organized so we can learn to enjoy the ride. I'm loving the ride and I'm loving the business, but not every day is fantastic. Why? Because I'm a human being. It's not because of Beachbody. It's because I'm a human being. And if I was working at Disney World, which is the happiest place in the world, which I'm going to tomorrow, by the way, I would still have bad days. So let's just go ahead and own that. Say there will be good days and there will be bad days because I'm a human being and I live and breathe. But it's your mindset and how you choose to respond to that based on your bigger vision for your life. Beachbody has offered me that vision in your life, and I hope that you have captured why you're even in this business, like why you're a part of this team, what we stand for, etc. So I wanted to emphasize, let's focus on the things that we love. Let's focus on the things that we do great at. So in the chat box, I would love to see what's your favorite thing about this whole thing anyways? Like, what's your favorite part of this business? What's your favorite part of your team? What's your favorite part of your challenge groups? I want to know, because I kind of feel like it's extremely telling. If you know what your favorite part is, it might be because that's something that you're really good at. And the personal growth, yeah, girl. I mean, it's easy to neglect that personal growth, but it's the most important aspect of it, because if your team, if your business grows faster than you do as a person, you're going to implode. Becoming better, the supportive community, hug it out. That's right, Barb. The amazing friendships, girls that don't give up, yeah. And feeling like I matter, absolutely. Okay, this is like warming my heart. This is like my heart, I have like flutters in here. Growing confidence. Man, this is awesome. I think we're a team that's finally getting the hang of personal development, right? I don't think there's a better team out there, because it really is all about personal growth and personal development. Growing yourself to become somebody who fulfills your purpose, your passions, helps other people, and is able to keep their head up high enough to move forward, even when days get rainy. So that's awesome. So if that's your favorite part about this business, do you feel like you're good at that? Do you feel like the other parts of the business, like running monthly challenge groups, training and connecting with your new coaches, do you think that posting and announcing new exciting things on Facebook or communicating your message on Facebook, do you feel like those are important parts of your business and that you're doing them good, or are you doing them great? Like, those are all aspects of our business that if we organize them, we would feel really great about it. We could probably have more hours in our week if we organize those aspects of our business, so we weren't like splattering things around. If we didn't just wake up and hang out with the kids, go to work, come home, figure out dinner, and then sit down for 20 minutes at the end of the day being like, okay, what am I supposed to do? I guess I'll just check into the team page right now to see what I missed. That's not working your business. That's just showing up for the party. And although we love you and we love the community, at the end of the day, that will only go so far, because we'll be your friends until we're black and blue. But if you're not getting results, you're going to get discouraged. And that's a fact. Like, I would be a bad leader if I just came to you and said, hey, we can all sit behind a campfire, hold hands, play a guitar, and sing Kumbaya, and we'll all be happy. Because I don't agree with that. Because that does not pay my bills. Because that does not put my children in college. Because that does not buy me my dream home. What helps me reach my family goals is to get results. So with all of this feel good and with all of this personal development, we have to fight to organize the things that are going to get us the results that help us fight for the long term, right? Like, that makes sense to you guys? All right. Feeling it right on, and making sure that I'm following the chat box. All right. So next point, as we are going to talk about organizing your business, I want to elaborate this, not because I'm perfect at it, but because I know how significant it is. As you are growing your team, it's very important, and it's very easy actually for us to all of a sudden invest all of our time into team trainings, team content, new graphics, all these calls with our team, and all of this research and trying to figure out what they need, how to drag them, how to pump them up, how to tell them what to do. And in the meantime, we forget to do all those basic behaviors we're teaching them to do. So what's going to happen is you're going to be pouring all of yourself into your growing team and all these new coaches because you love them and you support them and you want them to thrive. But then if you neglect your business, you're going to turn around and be like, oh crap, now I don't feel good about helping them because I'm not even helping myself. And then you start missing Success Club, and then they start seeing you miss Success Club, and then you're like, I'm not even a good leader. I don't know if this is for me. Blah, 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 blah. You see how that could be a dangerous spiral down? So make sure of this. When you're setting your work hours, and I said that as an affirmation, when you are setting your work hours, because I'm assuming that everyone is going to be wise and mature enough to focus on setting work hours, they're give and take. I get it. Life happens. I'm a mom. I get it. Like if I say my work hours are from 9 to 11, it might be like 9:47 to 10:52. But the point is 80% of the time that you are focused and working diligently on this, not just scrolling Facebook, not just like here and there, 10 minutes here, or when you sneak bathroom breaks at work, but when you set time aside to sit down at your computer, follow your checklist, follow your to-dos that day, do your tracker, 80% of the time should be on building your business. What does that look like? So if you're going to be organizing your life so you make sure that you enjoy the ride, that you enjoy this, your business, it should be new contacts, following up, inviting them to your challenge groups, inviting them to join your team, making sure that you are tracking your customers, making sure that you're checking in daily to your challenge groups, making sure that your customers get what they need, how they need with great customer service. Those are your business, your team growth, and your customers. That's your business. 20% should be helping your team. What does that look like? That could be something like starting to host your own team calls. So when I was in your shoes, when I first started as a coach, I would go and I would attend Brittany Leggett's team calls, and I still do. I listen to her recordings. I just listened to her recording yesterday from last week's team call. So Brittany Leggett is our upline top 10 coach, and she's phenomenal. And I think that a lot of the things that she teaches has been incorporated in our team culture. So if you don't follow her, or if you don't already know that there's a team training site, you need to write this down. And you can also find it in our team page. It's tagged at the top. But if you go to dynastyunited.com, that website, it was like a labor of love, and she created that for us. We are a part of her. We are a branch off of her big tribe. So saying that, I want us to take advantage of knowing what it means to build our business and helping our team. But I mentioned about team calls, and when she was my big mama, like mama bear coach, I would attend her team calls, and then I would host a little Zoom for me and like one other person. And then it would be 2 other people. And then no one would show up for a couple of weeks, but I still showed up and I still did it. And I want us to take ownership of our team. I want us to take ownership of the way that we're building and the way that we're growing. Another example of how you can help your team is recognition. If you guys attended Super Saturday, you know that now that's the 4th vital behavior. Isn't that amazing? There's 4 vital behaviors now? That totally slapped me in the face, not because I don't think I recognize, but I'm kind of like, oh, I had no idea they were going to add a vital behavior. Like, I don't get sneak peeks into these big things. That's a huge deal. So helping your team, recognizing them for the business behaviors that are awesome, recognizing them for the results, making sure that you're encouraging them, checking in with them once a week, but it should only take 20% of your time. Because at the end of the day, my approach is that I'm going to work with people who show up. My heart is full and my heart is big enough to bear hug every single one of you when I see you in person, but my time as a business owner is going to be invested in the top coaches in my team, because I can't make anybody do anything. I can love you and I can encourage you and I can give you the resources, and when you meet me halfway, when you meet me by showing me your tracker, by doing the work, by hitting Success Club, that's when you're going to get my one-on-one mentorship. That's how it works. That's how this business grows. So I mentioned that there's 4 vital behaviors. So as we're organizing our business, I don't want you guys to reinvent the wheel. I want to reiterate this. Personal development. You guys said that's your favorite part. Check. Okay. Product of the product. Have you guys seen some of our teammates posting their before and afters or posting their progress pictures? It's spectacular. It's spectacular when you are a real person getting real results, being really passionate about the Beachbody solutions. So I just did the 3-day refresh and I got like really crazy awesome results. Flipper? I don't know. I got really surprising results and I shared it, and it was awesome that I had like 20 new people asking me about the refresh. I think that it's important for you to be a product of the product. One, because it's one of the vital behaviors, meaning that you can't build your business when you skip one of these. But you can get creative with a 3-day refresh, with new Shakeology recipes that you're having, with a program that you start from start to finish. I'm not great at that, but I know that it has tremendous weight when you demonstrate your consistency and your reliability on doing the workout the same time every day, same place. That speaks volumes. Inviting people to join you, hosting monthly challenge groups. You guys know that there's the My Challenge Tracker app now that is on point. I use it for all of my challenge groups because I love it. I feel like I'm such a better coach because of it. And I want you guys to know that in the past, I've always led team-wide challenge groups. And it's been so fun because it's a way that I get to stay connected with you guys. I get to help you and your customers, and kind of you get to apprentice under me. But I'm realizing now that that app is not really designed for that. So you guys feel free to join my group once, maybe, once or twice, but after that, you guys got to start your own groups because you're ready. Like, I'm going to have to kick you out of the nest because you are ready. That challenge tracker app it's so easy for you to lead a group. You can schedule all of the posts in advance. All you have to do every day is go in, post your workout, post your Shakeology, and like and comment on the stuff in that app. And because it's on an app outside of Facebook, you're going to be eliminating those distractions. So that's a way that's exciting for you. You can invite somebody to join your challenge group that you're leading, and trust me, your customers will be like, oh, dang, she's a leader. She's leading this group. What does that mean? Could I lead this group? I know her. She was my next door neighbor. Or, hey, we taught second grade together. You're leading a challenge group. I would love to be in it. It speaks volume when you take charge and you are saying, yeah, I'm just a customer of Beachbody. I love what the results I've been getting, and I'm leading an online group next month. You should join me. So inviting people to join your challenge groups, inviting people to join your team, and recognizing the people who are doing the right behaviors. Huge deal. Those 4 things, if you don't do anything that 24-hour period that you have every day, if you do those 4 things, you're moving forward. And when I say recognize, what if you just, what if you recognized one customer or one coach every single day for something good that they've been doing? Something good, something positive, some kind of good behavior. What if you started applying the power hour every day? We know these things, like we know what the power hour is, and if you don't, then it's really incredible because you can even join one of the live power hour recordings that we've done before and play that. And then you can just have it as like the background noise of your computer as you're walking through it, because literally it's kind of like, okay, for the next 10 minutes, we're going to scroll through, you're going to find 4 different groups to join. You're going to add 3 different friends and add them to your list. Then you're going to find 3 more friends and send them a hello message. And then you're going to find 3 more friends and you're going to invite them to the next challenge group or the coach training that you have. Those are examples of what you do within a power hour. It's basically all of your business activities crammed into 1 hour so you can be extremely efficient with no distractions and you can get the job done. A power hour times 6. I'm a huge believer that you can work hard for 6 days of the week. You can have 1 day of rest. But if you're like me, I'm more of a Monday through Friday kind of gal because Saturday and Sunday is my family time. I do still work Saturday and Sunday, but you're going to see it's more like lifestyle work. It's more like showcasing the freedom that we have or showcasing an activity that I do with my family because of the lifestyle that we've created. But I do show up. I'm a hard worker. I'm not a workaholic, but I'm a hard worker. I used to be a workaholic, and it damaged my self-esteem. It damaged my health. It damaged my relationship with my family. So I don't want to step on anybody to achieve my goals, but I'm going to show up every single day, and I'm going to do what I say. I'm going to do what I say, and I'm hoping that you guys can carry that same strength and confidence, and it's something that you could develop. I haven't always been that way, but I'm really focused on doing exactly what I need to do, no more, no less, until I feel ready and balanced to move forward. But if you literally do the power hour 6 times a week, I dare you not to grow. Like, I bet your business will move forward. Some people say, oh, I do the 4 vital behaviors, but I usually leave out 1 behavior every other day. I kind of feel like you're right. I've done that before too, but then we can't really be upset when we don't get really crazy results. And what did I say at the beginning? That we can really feel good inside and like hug it out all day long, but until we're noticing the results of our hard work, until we're seeing the fruit of our labor, that really to me is like the most affirming thing in this business. I want you guys to show up week after week after week and hang out with me and come to Summit and go to your Super Saturdays and go to our retreats in the future. But I want you guys to grow your business, because that's how you're going to change your life. That's how you're going to influence other people to join you. That's how you're going to really be able to spread the message that you have in your heart to share. Like, you all have a very specific purpose. I preach this all the time, but we've got to work. But I don't want you guys to reinvent the wheel. So if you've got the cart in front of the horse, like let's say you joined, you got excited, your business took off, you hit Success Club the first month, and all of a sudden you have these new customers and coaches, and you think, what do I do? What do I do? And you freak out, you backpedal, and you think, I'm just going to start fresh, clean over. I've been there before, but I'm telling you that it's not really that you have to clean house, and every time you feel behind, you don't have to throw away your old habits. You don't have to throw away your notebook. You don't have to clear out your list and start from scratch. It might just be small changes that you have to make to get organized, kind of like the butterfly effect. And I wanted to read you guys this definition because honestly, I don't know if you know what the butterfly effect is, but the definition of it is the scientific theory that a single occurrence, no matter how small, can change the course of the universe forever. And that's pretty like, wow, 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 the universe, that's like massive change. But think about it. This man, there's two examples. For example, if as if there was like time travel. But follow me here. You guys follow me? Okay, we have a couple more minutes. Stay with me. If a man could invent a travel machine and he went back in a time, like prehistoric age, and he stepped on a butterfly, the universe would entirely be different by the time he got back from that time travel. So let's say it's 2016 right now. He went back to prehistoric time. He stepped on a butterfly, and then he came back to 2016. This would be completely different. 2016 would look completely different. Why? Because according to the butterfly effect, a single occurrence, no matter how small, can change the course of everything for you and your business. If you make a slight change, just a small change in your business behaviors, do you think that there would be a massive butterfly effect? Do you think if you set your alarm clock, you woke up and you literally did a program day 1 to day 60 without skipping days, and you posted about it every single day, do you think that change would have drastic? Hello, you're awake now. Dramatic results in your business. Okay, so think about it this way. I know some of you might know Tony Robbins. He's a fantastic motivational speaker. He wouldn't say he's a motivational speaker, but he's like in charge of this huge movement for personal development. Phenomenal. Google him. But he went golfing one day, and he actually had never been golfing before. He was pretty terrible at it, and he hired an instructor, took his kids out, and he was getting things done. And he kept on hitting the ball this way and that way in the woods, and he was just kind of like, okay, this trainer that I hired is pretty terrible. Like, he's not helping me do anything. And he was like, you're not really helping me. I'm hitting the ball in the woods. I'm embarrassing myself in front of my kids. Like, I'm really not a good golfer. I've never golfed before in my life. And his trainer said, actually, you only have to make a small change to your swing, and then all of a sudden the ball would go straight down the grass, straight down the fairway instead of to the side. And he was like, what do you mean? And the trainer said, as you're swinging the club, I don't know if you guys are golfers. I'm not. But I'm walking through this analogy because I love analogies. As you're swinging the club, as you set your shoulders straight, as you plant your feet in the ground, as you focus on the hips aligning correctly, like if you're doing that, think about the small change. He said 1 millimeter. If you hit the ball 1 millimeter different, it could take the ball from going from the woods to a hole in one, shifting the hit 1 millimeter. Be steadfast. Brittany says this all the time. We're not focused on being fast. We're focused on being steadfast. I've said this before. The tortoise beat the hare. How many times we heard that story? I'm not afraid to grow my business strong and solid. And also, I know that like we celebrate this big crescendo and we have these giant, amazing goals, and I'm shooting for them. I want to be a trailblazer. I want to pave the way, but it's not the Olympics. It's a lifestyle. And so if I did not get the gold medal that I thought I was going to get, at the end of the day, the lifestyle that I've created by working out, drinking Shakeology, meeting new people, and sharing it, that's a win. That's a win. And I want us to create this as a lifestyle instead of always thinking about the gold medal, because that's what's going to keep us. All right, so we have a couple more slides, because here's the part where I want us to set goals for ourselves. If we are going to be setting up a way to organize our business, I want us to set a pace. I want us to set specific expectations. So if you scale yourself from 1 to 10, and this is totally defined by you. I'm not your boss. I ain't your boss. I ain't your manager. I ain't got time for that. I'm your friend. I'm your girl. I'm your leader. I'm your peer, whatever. But I'm going to tell you something. You can write out tonight, scale 1 through 10. Number 1 means you ain't doing nothing. You're sleeping in. You're just scratching your head, wondering what to do. You're showing up for this team call, and then you go to sleep. You don't do anything until next week when you show up in the team call again. That's number 1, okay? But a number 10 is like, crazy town, awesome chaos, 20-hour days, like working hard. 20-hour days is extreme, but like 16-hour days work, never unplugging from your phone, constantly inviting, like hitting Success Club 50, 10. Okay. If there's a medium, I want you guys to think, okay, what would a 3 look like? If number 1 was nothing, what would a 3 look like to you? You define what your 10 looks like. It might 10 to you might look like hitting Success Club 10. Okay, but what would 6 look like? What would 8 look like? What would 10 look like? And then I want you to, as you define each one of those paces in your life, like, okay, an 8 might be inviting 5 people a day. Number 6 might be inviting 3 people a day. 3 might be inviting 2 people a day. 1 might be inviting nobody a day. So if you're doing steps 1 through 5, like if you are on a pace 1 through 5, and that's only like where you hang out on the scale of your workload, on the scale of your productivity, you're probably sinking. That's a harsh reality. Even though you're doing work that's good, it might not be enough for you to reach the results you want. It might not be enough to hit Success Club if you're doing the bare minimum. If you're like inviting 1 person a day and you're not even like growing the way that you're able to talk to people and funnel it through and invite them and host a great challenge group, you might not even be able to get results. And you're thinking, what's going on? Well, you might need to up the ante, because if you go from 6 to 10, you're swimming. Then you're moving forward. You define that scale, but I'm going to challenge you something. Try never to fall below a 6. When life happens, when distractions come your way, try to figure out how to maintain a level 6 in all seasons of life, and you will always be swimming. And it's not really the system that's magical, because there are ways to organize. You know, you could set up a customer relationship system like with CRM. Okay, so you can like have a list. You can use different softwares. I use a program called One Page CRM. I know a lot of other people use a site called Teamsy. Some people use Streak. Those are 3 different examples of ways you can manage your contacts. But it's not necessarily that any one of those are magical. It's that when you actually do them consistently, that's where the magic happens. If you have a workspace, it could be like on your couch, this is my square, this is my cushion, this is where I work. It could be your kitchen table, it could be your messy corner of your bedroom, but that's your workspace. It could be a marketing plan, okay? So you're going to say, this is the first week of the month. I'm going to invite 100 people this week to my next challenge group because it's the first week of the month. The second week of the month, I'm going to follow up with all those 100 people and then reach out to my old challengers to reinvite them to my challenge group. So if you have a marketing plan, which basically means you're waking up and you're not just splattering stuff on your Facebook, but you have a plan of when you're going to promote things and how. So you feel good about your flow, about your consistency, about your messaging, and you can plan it out. Like find a calendar on your phone. Like maybe I can show you this. I actually have like a big desk calendar. Hello. Hey guys, I'm fine. I'm right here. But there's my desk calendar with the little spatula. This is my children. I threw my computer. Are you guys awake? Work hours. I said that before. Non-work hours. I think that's important when you're trying to organize your business, organize your life, because there's important times where you don't need to feel bad about unplugging. If you need to set a couple hours to unplug, then do it. And make sacrifices. It's okay, short-term sacrifices for a season of hustle. You guys saw this slide right here that 1 through 10, sometimes you need to work at a level 10. And that means you're going to have to sacrifice some things. You might have to pull an all-nighter. You might have to tell your girlfriends, no, you're not going out tonight. You might have to wake up earlier. You might have to say no to something in order to hit a 10 every now and again to hit those goals that you have. Because what did I tell you? Results help. Getting results. Get results. Help your team get results. You get results. Help your customers get results. You get results. Whatever your goal is, you will grow as a person and you will stick with it when you're seeing the fruit of your labor. So, what could steal the fruit of your labor? Last stuff. What could steal the fruit of your labor? Negative affirmations. If you wake up in the morning, you say, I'm a failure. I feel defeated. I messed up again. I just can't do this. I'm a failure. I'm not capable. I'm not smart. I never follow through with what I say. I'm so sloppy. I'm unorganized. Oh, look, I've gained 5 pounds. Negative affirmations are going to steal your fruit. It's going to steal your ability to move forward. You need to look in that mirror. You need to Girl, I'm gonna slap you. You need to look in that mirror and say, I am an amazing coach. People do want to join my team. They have to find me. I have to put myself out there so boldly. I have to put myself out there on Facebook, on Instagram, on Pinterest, wherever you want to, on your like page, on YouTube. Find a way to make yourself discoverable. Be you. Be you and make yourself discoverable so the right people will find you. And that's when you can look in the mirror and you're like, I am an amazing coach and I can lead an amazing team. And it's just a matter of me putting myself out there for the right people to find me, because that's how you can build a team. Find yourself the right people to join your team and be confident because the resources are there. It's very simple. Multiple list locations. This is another way that you can steal the fruit of your labor. If you have sticky notes all over the place, if you have a list here, contacts here, follow-up list here, and if you are scattered like that, you're going to get frazzled, you're going to feel overwhelmed, you're going to feel behind. So just streamline it. Make sure that you are contacting people in one easy swoop. You can follow the I think I have it right here, right behind me. I created the 7-step funnel system. So if you don't have a way to track your contacts, follow that 7-step funnel system, guys. It's super duplicatable, super easy. It's right here. You can print it off. So you see here the yellow, the white, the yellow, the white. Each day you do 5 contacts. You start them at step number 1. 2 days later, you move these to step number 2. 2 days later, so on and so forth. We've done videos on this. We've done trainings on this. You can follow that system. That's a way that you can make sure that you're contacting new people and inviting them to your groups. And also, if you neglect one of the 4 vitals, you're going to be stealing the fruit of your labor. And you're going to be so frustrated that you're working your butt off and not seeing the results because you might be cutting corners. And nobody might know. Nobody might know that you're cutting corners. But if you know you're cutting corners, then see if you can fix it. See if that's the small change, the small adjustment you need to make. See if that will be the butterfly effect in your business. Pinpoint what that small thing is that you can tweak to improve. If you're scrolling Facebook, if you're wasting time, and if you're comparing yourself to other people, you ain't got time for that. You are on a 1-lane road. You do you. You focus on your goals. You focus on your positive affirmations, and you grow. So in closing, Moxie, thanks for sticking with me. I'm about 4 minutes over what I wanted to be, but stick with me because this is what I want you to do. This is going to be fun, all right? So in order for us to live life, April is all about living life, okay? Like all about being alive, feeling free, like enjoying this business, sharing it on our Facebook, sharing it with our heart, sharing it with our family, like expressing how amazing this has been. Even if you feel bleh, remind yourself the good things that have come from this. Remind yourself that you're a part of Moxie and we're freaking amazing. So your call to action is I want you guys to plan ahead. Clear your brain out so you know what to do every single day. Make an April plan. Don't just splatter stuff up on your social media as a desperation attempt to reach your goals. Make a plan of, okay, this is when I'm starting my next challenge group. That means if I reverse that, that means, okay, this is the week that I need to have a deadline for them to join. And then that means these 2 weeks are the weeks that I need to heavy invite. Okay, so make an April plan of when you're going to invite, who you're going to invite. Start the 7-step funnel system if you haven't already, or just go back to what you've been doing to track your contacts and stick with it. Small changes, small tweaks, okay? 2, use a system to organize your contacts. 3, follow templates, schedule group posts. You can do that through any of these. So the call to action I want you to do in Moxie is I'm going to post this slide, and I want you to post your birthday month. And the first person that you see post the same month as you guys are buddies. And I want you to share these 3 things in a private message, okay? So in the group, comment your birthday month, and the first person who comments that same month, buddy up with them and share with them these 3 things in the call to action, okay? So I want us to be a team. I want us to get to know new people, and I also want us to be held responsible for following through on this call to action. You guys are amazing. This was fun. I love doing life with you, and that's what April is going to be all about. Living life, enjoying this, and just making small, easy changes to have a butterfly effect. All right, guys, you are awesome. Thank you so much for joining in. If you have any questions, let me know on the team page, all right? Bye, guys. Bye.